Hello everyone! So today I would like to talk to you about my belief about divinity. So my belief is extremely complicated and I want to record what I actually believe about it, and I feel like this has been more or less true to me for all of the time that I've believed in divinity. So divinity to me is, let's just start at the basic level. Let's start with agnostic versus Gnostic. Agnostic means that you don't know for certain. You can't know. Whereas Gnostic means you do know. You know for certain. This is it. This has to be it. I would say that I'm more agnostic than Gnostic. And if I were to put it on a scale, I would put it roughly there. If this side is Gnostic and this side is agnostic, I would say that I feel like I know a little bit. I feel like I have these opinions for a reason, but I also don't know for certain. Like, I feel like it would be impossible to prove that a god exists or any gods exist. Like, it would be impossible to prove one way or another, because even if a god came down onto this earth and told you they were a god, you wouldn't believe them. Like, oh, some crazy person walks up to you and is like, I'm a god. And I'm like, everyone's a god. There's no way to actually prove a god one way or another. You can only have personal evidence, personal anecdotes. You can't have more proof than that. There is none. There is no other way to do it. And now let's move to the idea of atheist versus theist. Atheist means you believe there are no gods, and theist means believes you do. I believe there are lots of gods. I believe I'm an omnitheist. I believe all gods exist, just not in the way that everyone necessarily says. I don't believe that the Christian God created everything. I don't believe that we live in like the 9 different worlds of Nordic whatever. I'm not overly positive. I don't understand. I don't believe in the world tree. So I don't believe in the things connected to these gods is what I'm trying to get at. I only believe that they exist and that they are powerful to the people who follow them, and that those types of beliefs are true in people's personal realities. Now, let's discuss what personal reality is versus group reality versus all reality. I believe everyone has their own personal reality where what they believe is 100% true. And the collection of everyone's personal realities together creates the all reality, what everyone sees, the facts of the world, the physics. What's sitting here before me? This is a bedstand. This is a part of the all reality. This is a bedpost. So this is a part of the all reality. You can see it, I can see it. It's clearly a part of the bed that this camera is sitting on. But what you believe about gods would be in your personal reality, or maybe in a group reality shared by some people, but not all, which is what religions would be. So, in your personal reality, you may believe that all of this happens, but in the all reality, that isn't true. There's no way for it to be true, because not everyone sees that as a fact. So, that's where I believe gods exist, as thought form devoids in personal realities. So, and yes, I really do see this as an opinion. It would be so difficult for me to see it as something that's certain, because, well, I grew up in America. There's, like, seriously, how could you, unless you grew up in the Bible Belt? Like, there's so many different religions out there, how could it not be an opinion? How could you think one is true over the other? So, like, that's where I feel like I'm an omnitheist and that I believe all gods exist. I believe gods are there to help people. I believe if you follow a god, that god will most likely help you. That these gods provide benefits to their followers, because why else would there be followers for them? Like, I believe gods actually provide power to people. I believe gods are there for their followers. Gods follow their followers and help them. I believe that gods have the ability to motivate people. Like one of my friends, he calls upon the gods for help when he wants to feel motivated to do something or get some things done within his own life, and these gods motivated him to get it all done. And that is powerful and beautiful, and that is how gods should be. Gods should be personal to each individual. And so that's how I believe gods do exist, and I believe that they are powerful to the individual. But do I follow a god? Am I a worshiper? No. No, I'm not. I don't worship any gods. And I'm not sure that I can. After, like, obviously when I was a little kid, I followed the Christian God, and that was cool and all till I was 7, and then I ditched it because it just seemed wrong to me. It doesn't fit my personal reality like those other people who did fit. And then I didn't have a religion for years because I didn't care. It didn't matter. I just didn't matter to me. And I believe something was there, but I didn't really care. Like, I believe divinity exists. But, like, I feel like divinity is within everything. Like, in my personal reality, it is just everywhere. Divinity is everywhere. It's within nature. It's glorious. So I didn't really care when I went to find a religion, to find a god. Like, a religion wasn't for the purpose of the god, it was for the purpose to get people to stop asking. So I joined Wicca and got full head-on involved in Wicca. In Wicca, there is a god and a goddess. They are supposed to be a duotheistic, feminine, masculine representation of the divine that is within everything. And all gods are one god and all goddesses are one goddess. That is the that's the Wiccan belief of gods. And I'm like, I'm chill with that. That's a great explanation of divinity. So I go with that, totally. And then I start getting annoyed because the thing is, that means the main worship point is a god and a goddess. One of each. And yes, it's chill and all to get a matron and patron, but it's not required. But then people were asking, like, which Wiccan goddess? There's only one Wiccan goddess. If you choose a matron or a patron, it's either of your own creation or it's from a different religion. Wicca doesn't have more than one goddess and god. So when you choose a matron patron, you're taking from outside of Wicca. There's only one Wiccan god and goddess. So when people are telling me I should tell them which one, I'm like, no. I was following the Wiccan god and goddess because I didn't care about divinity. So we get past this. I'm not Wiccan anymore. I start being a nature worshiper because I believe divinity is within everything. That divinity is this powerful thing. Like, I feel divinity in nature when I go there. When I sit there and I feel it exists there. I feel that's where divinity is. So for a while I was worshiping nature, but I don't feel like there's, so that's cool and all, but I don't see a benefit to going out every single day into nature because I don't have that ability. It's not a good thing to put a burden on yourself when you aren't getting anything from it. I will sooner be motivated by witchcraft than I will by divinity. I don't think, oh, hey, I should go ask the gods for this when I want something. I just think, oh, hey, this is a little difficult. Let's cast a spell and then let's go get this. I'm going to solve this myself. I'm going to be powerful. I am powerful. And I feel more motivated by that than I do by divinity. I feel more motivated by myself and by witchcraft before I even think of divinity. Divinity is the last thing on my mind usually. So I feel like it's probably the most beneficial to just not worship anything for myself, but it's super beneficial to other people. So even though I believe in all gods, I don't see the point in worship for me. And I may change my opinion on that later on. This is just where I am right now. I am, if I, like lately, the past few days, I haven't been motivated. I'm probably going to write some motivation sigils on my hands and on top of my feet, right around here. It's something that I do when I'm losing focus or when I feel I need motivated. I have motivation sigils, I've got focus sigils, and I put them on my body because then it's always there. I can always see it. It follows me around. Concentration, focus, magic. Magic is inspiring to me. It's motivating to me. Magic is powerful to me. So it's like, I would sooner turn to witchcraft than I would to a god. Just being 100% honest. And I don't know if I can join another religion again, but if I do, I definitely want to see where this goes. But that's my belief on divinity, as complicated as that may be, and I'm not certain you all understand it, but I hope that you do. I hope that I was clear, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will explain. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will most likely make another this week, because I missed last week.